The first advantage to cover is unity. The Mobile Infantry is a unified, cohesive fighting force that encourages unity and avoids disorder. The Mobile Infantry, the military component of the Federal Armed Services of the Terran Federation, is comprised of units called platoons. And these platoons are made up of soldiers from no specific region or loyalty. There are no nationalistic tendencies among the platoons. There is only dedication to one cause, the perpetuation of humanity. Larger society might be best served with a free market, where individualism thrives. But the deadliest of armed forces in history, including the US military, eliminate the individual and encourage and reinforce a single mind among its ranks. In the Mobile Infantry, there is no deviation from the mission, no soldier larger than the fight itself. The platoons are homogeneous, not only in cause and loyalty, but also in worth. The Mobile Infantry prides itself in its esprit de corps. They never leave a man behind if they can help it, and each soldier is a combat soldier. In other words, every soldier in a unit goes into the fight. Every single member of the Mobile Infantry is committed to the same cause and must put him or herself on the line for the mission. Even as a general, Johnny Rico may not shy away from the battlefield. It's no surprise, of course, that Robert Heinlein made the Mobile Infantry so organized, so cohesive. The man, more than all other things, despised the communists in China and Russia and felt the Western world had done too much to capitulate to them. He saw the evils of war and militaristic pursuit necessary to combat the spread of communism and Soviet dominance. The bugs are organized, class-based, cooperative beyond the capability of individualistic humans, like communist societies. And Heinlein believed that without dedication to militaristic expansion, humanity could be destroyed. The next advantage is related to the last one, and it's simple: bravery. You might not think that this one counts, but I say, what could count more? Over and over again, despite likely death, the Mobile Infantry put themselves in the middle of the fray in order to win, or at least kill a whole lot of damn bugs. No matter how many weaknesses they might have, their bravery, a bravery that is cultivated by the unified human society they are raised in, allows them to never give up, and it means that they can never be counted out until they are wiped out. I don't know about you, but when I see a small Mobile Infantry unit of Martian human soldiers, fresh out of training, standing down a horde of thousands of bugs, knowing that they'll die if they do so, but standing their ground and unleashing every bit of their ammo on the alien enemy for the sake of humanity, a tear comes to my eye. It's a beautiful thing. The next advantage we have is training. And this is really an area where we see a separation between book and film. The movie portrays some harsh training practices among the Mobile Infantry recruits, but overall the entire process seems rather manageable. The drill instructors break some arms, but that's more sadism than rigorous training. The Mobile Infantry training in the book is much more draconian, with some recruits even dying in the course of its completion. Juan Rico states that out of an original 2,000-man training unit, only a few hundred make it through to the end. Now this might seem inhumane, and it is, but these soldiers are not training for modern warfare, which involves human against human combat and often low death rates. They are preparing for war against alien bugs that are superior in physical force and at times numbers. And the bug wars involve humans getting crushed by the thousands, like ants. Training, therefore, must be exacting, emotionless, unforgiving. We need more rabid dogs unleashed on misbehaving child soldiers. The next advantage is large platoons. Mobile Infantry platoons consist of 36 personnel. Each platoon is then divided into 4 squads of 8 troopers each, and a command element of a platoon commander, platoon sergeant, sniper, and communications operator round out the unit. Now 36 personnel might fall short of the 41-member clone platoon, but they're clones. When compared with the 25-member Colonial Marines Rifle Platoon, the human advantage is obvious. Of course, the bugs can make that 36 number dwindle quickly, so the large platoon is necessary. But no doubt that head-to-head with other space units, the Mobile Infantry has requisite support. Then when we consider that all 36 of them will be outfitted in powered armor, the platoon becomes a small army. But more on that later. Next up is service for citizenship. Now, one doesn't necessarily need to serve in the Mobile Infantry to gain citizenship, but everyone who does will, and the Mobile Infantry does seem to be the pathway to citizenship for the masses. This might not appeal to one's inner democratic ideals, but nonetheless it has its advantages. In a simple sense, the Terran Federation is able to recruit the masses thanks to this quid pro quo. But beyond that, there are positive externalities that are produced by service for citizenship. Every single member of the Mobile Infantry did not grow up assuming his or her rights in society. They have a sense of what they are fighting for. This must be part of why we witness such commitment from Mobile Infantry soldiers to the cause, even if it requires the ultimate sacrifice. Robert Heinlein's book was a critique of what he saw as a devolving US culture where young people were becoming spoiled and undisciplined, and thus threatening the future of the nation. This is why he has Rico's high school history and moral philosophy teacher scoff at the notion of unalienable rights and espouse that the only rights people have are the ones they are willing to fight and die for. The Mobile Infantry are ingrained with this philosophy, and thus are fueled by more than just fear or compulsion. They have a sense of duty. The next advantage is armor. Obviously, in the last video, I criticized the weak body gear of the Mobile Infantry in the live-action films. After all, it offers little protection against the enemy they're fighting. But outside of those films, the Mobile Infantry mostly fight in advanced suits called powered armor. The powered armor suit is strong enough to resist most conventional weapons. The bugs can definitely still penetrate it, but at least it offers some protection from them in close quarters combat. Moreover, the suits have an arsenal of weapons built into them, from conventional weapons to micronuclear warheads and raid. Soldiers can move like superhumans in the armor as well, as the suits come equipped with jump jets and rockets. This allows them to cover large distances in short time and traverse heights with ease. The suits give the wearer the strength to crush a tank, but are also dexterous enough to allow them to handle objects with care. The next advantage is the tactical oxygen nuke. In the last video, we listed the Mobile Infantry weaponry in the live-action films as a disadvantage. And it is. Their weapons are basic, but this doesn't include the handheld nukes they use. The tactical oxygen nuke they keep in their employ is a grenade-sized tactical nuclear munition. The nuke is an ultra-low yield, pure fusion weapon that in the case of Starship Troopers produced no nuclear fallout due to the lack of fissile materials involved. This allows the Mobile Infantry to launch the nukes from rocket launchers in proximity of the target and yet still remain on the battlefield to fight. Practical nuclear weapons like this one in the live-action film or those contained in the powered armor hold great importance at the heart of Starship Troopers. Robert Heinlein was motivated to write the book in part because of his anger at President Dwight Eisenhower's decision to suspend nuclear testing in 1958. Heinlein was completely pro-nuke. He saw nuclear weapon proliferation as necessary to defend the United States against the nuclear weapons program of the Soviet Union and thought it was soft-headed and dumb to suspend the US program in the face of such a great threat. To sum up, basically, Russians are giant arachnids. The next advantage we have to talk about is transport. Yes, last time we criticized the Corvette transports and dropships the Mobile Infantry uses to traverse space. They, like much other tech in Starship Troopers, can hold up against the bugs. But the live-action films do little to portray the capabilities of the Cherenkov drive. The Cherenkov drive, introduced in the novel, is a faster-than-light system that allows Terran Federation ships to travel across the universe through a combination of ion thrust and Cherenkov radiation physics. Though not specific to the Mobile Infantry as they are ground troops, the fact that this technology is available to them gives them an enormous advantage. They can transport troops to any spot in the galactic bug war in moments. Just don't allow a giant queen bug to hijack control of your ship and you're all good!
This is General Rico to Earth Defense Command. The Johnny Warden is under bug control and entering Earth's atmosphere.
God damn it. The next advantage is tactics. The tactics of the infantry in the film are brutal. They basically have one tactic: sacrifice as many humans as possible to kill as many bugs as possible. A war of attrition. But the live-action film's Mobile Infantry is not Robert Heinlein's Mobile Infantry. Heinlein's mobile infantry dominates the battlefield, and they use their numbers much more effectively. The novel mobile infantry uses shock effect to an extremely effective degree. They put the bugs under constant pressure with rapid and fully committed advances. Moreover, we see the mobile infantry use much more intelligent tactics in the animated films, devising ways to have few soldiers stand up against thousands of bugs. The last advantage is one we see throughout the franchise: advanced healing technology. Mobile infantry soldiers are able to heal from pretty serious wounds thanks to this tech. Okay, getting your head exploded can't be remedied, but fairly deep wounds can be mended in short amounts of time. And more importantly, advanced mechanical prosthetics are a fact of the present. A soldier who loses a limb might even find himself more capable than before with his robotic limb. This kind of tech mitigates the mobile infantry's greatest weakness: human fragility. The bug's main advantage is that they can kill a human with a single blow, but the effect of this is lessened with the technology available to humans, technology that the bugs don't have. Okay, loyal denizens of the Terran Federation, it's time to join the effort to determine the best Space Marine. Click in the top corner and rate the mobile infantry on a scale of 1 to 5. And remember to check out the past videos in this series and vote in their polls as well. And stay tuned, we have a whole lot more coming in the fight to find the best of the best in Space Marine history. For now, we remember the fallen in Buenos Aires and all over the world. And we fight on #for Argentina. I'm American Ben reminding you, humanity first. I'll catch you next time. Generation Films, peace.